I got some good news. I got some real good news. And this good news is for the 12 tribes of Israel that have been scattered to the ends of the earth according to our Holy Bible. I got good news for those of you who are the sons and daughters of the slave trade. I got good news. What is that good news, More? We are about to get reparation. Oh, yes. We're about to get reparation. Wait a minute, hold on. We're about to get reparation, but not just a token of reparations. We are getting ready to get 100% of everything owed us by the slavers and by the wicked governments and everyone who participated in the slave trade of Yah's people. We're getting ready to get paid, Zion. Oh, yes, we're getting ready to get paid. Matter of fact, we're getting ready to get it all back. I know somebody said, there you go. No, there I go. You know I'm going to prove these things. You know I'm going to prove these things. How? By reading the Holy Bible. The same Bible that you've been having in your hands your whole life. Yes, that same book Grandmama and them got on that coffee table, collecting dust. Open it. Turn to Joel. Turn to Joel, the book of Joel. Yes, that's in that Old Testament. Yes, the pigment-eating preacher said that the Old Testament been done away with. Don't listen to that, Zion. Don't listen to that for 1 second. The word of Yah will be here. Old Testament, what they call Old Testament, New Testament. The word of Yah will be here when the world is on fire. No, it have not been away with. It have not been done away with. Listen, we're going to get reparations. Now, I want to say something here. We have been scattered all over the world through the slave trade, and everybody knows it. We also know that every other nation that have experienced, especially by the hand of these Europeans, that have experienced trauma, that have experienced travail, that have experienced troubles, that have gone through the tragedies of war and things like that, they get reparation. The European has no problem. The beast has no problem. The beast system have no problem giving reparations to everybody. If you were to go online and just type in all the people on earth that receive a check of reparation, you will be shocked at how many people are getting reparation. Everybody really is getting reparation but us. Why? Because the scripture said, based on the captivity, that we would not have anyone that would rescue us. No one would buy us or redeem us. And these heathens have had chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, at reparations. In 2019, I did a video. I never shall forget it. I was prompted to do it because all over the world, once again, the subject came up. I went online because I know the whole world is watching. I went online and told the world, I said, not only to United Snakes, but to the whole world, I said, listen, this is your chance. This is your chance. I said, you'll be much better off going ahead and calculating what you owe us, the sons and daughters of the slave trade. You'd be better off. Go ahead and calculate it and cut a check than to not do it when it is once again in Congress and once again on the table. And you know these heathens heard my message and went on about their business like they had not heard it and didn't pass it. And what happened? You already know. This world and the places where we were held captive experienced the worst natural disasters from 2019 till now ever on record in human history. The worst tragedies, the worst floods, the worst volcano activity, the worst seismic activity, earthquakes in diverse places, flooded out and droughted out and blighted out. And then the pestilence. Y'all know what happened. The disease spread around, went around for a couple of years, had everybody all masked up. Lost billions. Then wars broke out, billions and billions more. They didn't heed the warning. Now where are we? We're in the time now where all the nations are being dragged. They've been summoned to the valley of decision. And one of the things that happens, I want you to hear me now, as the nations are being pulled into the valley of decision, what is it, Moray? We get reparation. What? Oh, yes, I'm talking to the house of Israel. Turn to Joel. Let's see whether or not these things be true. Joel chapter 2, verse 21. While you are finding that, this might be the first time you've watched a video from the Ark. I'm Dr. Yoshiyahu Dawid, and I'm the Bible teacher, which is in Hebrew, the Moreh here at the Awakening Remnant Coalition. And one of my great honors, as well as my responsibility to the house of Israel, is to read the word of Yah to Yah's people so that they can see their own scriptures with their own eyes. And as Abba Yah opens up our eyes, we wake up to the truth of who we are and whose we are. Joel chapter 2. Let's read what everybody is saying has been done away with. Oh no, it's not done away with. Fear not, O land. Be glad and rejoice, for Yahuwah will do great things. Who? Yahuwah will do great things. Wait a minute. Wait. Not the president of the United States? No. They're not going to give you nothing. Not Russia? No. Not Parliament? No. Not England? No. Not France? No. Okay, so who is going to make sure that we get reparation? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Let's keep reading. Be not afraid, you beast of the field. Talking now, because we dealt with this already. He's talking about the livestock in our holy land. The beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring, for the tree beareth her fruit, for the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. Verse 23. Be glad then, you children of Zion. Who's that? The 12 tribes of Israel. We're talking about bloodline descendants now that have been scattered to the four corners of the earth. Be glad then, you children of Zion. That's the real place of Zion. And rejoice in Yahuwah your Elohim. Why? For he has given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain and the latter rain in the first month. Verse 24. And the floor shall be full of wheat, and the vat shall overflow with wine and oil. And I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. Wait, stop, what? He said, oh, yes. Remember, we've been going through Joel. We've had several messages about Joel. And I mentioned this in one of the previous messages, that Joel, as he writes his prophecy to Israel, he starts, it's sort of written in like a similitude. It's written in like a story form, where he takes an actual occurrence, which was a very tragic occurrence at that time, which was a swarm of locusts. From the huge hopping locusts to the flying locusts to grasshoppers to caterpillars, they had devastated the land so terrible that people knew, or should have known, that was Yah, because it was supernatural. And it should have been a wake-up call to get them to repent. All right. But then I also mentioned, but as he goes through the book, he continues to use the idea of the locust and the caterpillar, the cankerworm and all that, to represent the armies of the north that come down to raid our people and to scatter us all over the world. And of course, not only did they do that, but they also stole everything we had. They took everything we had. Our silver, our gold. They not only took that, they took all of our rubies and our diamonds. They took our temples. They took our land. They took our scrolls. They took our menorahs. They took our houses. They took our children into captivity. They took us into captivity. And we were spoiled in the hands of the nations. And we were robbed and we were plundered. And we were treated less than dirt. We were called everything but Yah's children. And we were known by bywords, which is actually cuss or curse words. And we were displaced from our land. We didn't know our name. We didn't know our last name. We didn't know our language. And so therefore, in verse 25, he's saying, I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. What years? It's been 2,000 years, Zion. 2,000 years that the locusts, which represent the European imperial powers that are still in place to this day, have eaten, which means they have consumed our wealth, our strength, they have consumed our people. But everything that they took, in verse 25, he says, I'm going to restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. All of them. Watch this. the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the pale palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. Wait, stop. Again, he's weaving in and out of his story. He says, now you know I'm the one that sent them locusts in, right? I'm going to give it back. But I also sent those European powers in, those imperial powers. And everything that they took, I'm going to give it back. I'm going to give it back. All of it, including the years. Why? Because the last 400 years of that captivity is known biblically at the time of Jacob's trouble. Verse 26. And you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied and praise the name of Yahuwah your Elohim that has done wondrously with you. And my people shall never be embarrassed again, never be ashamed again. That's what he means. Never be disappointed, never be taken advantage of, never be on the bottom. You'll never be another byword, another cuss word, another nicka joke. Never. But everything that the heathen powers took, Yah is going to take it back from them and give it to you. Why? Because it's yours. It's rightfully yours. It's your reparation. That's why I try to tell y'all, you should read this Bible, and you shall know that I am in the midst of who? Israel. I'm not talking about no Europeans right now. I'm talking about the Shemitic people from the house of Yehuda, from the house of Israel, the true bloodline descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He's going to prove that he is the one in the midst of us. Watch this. And that I am the Yahuwah, and I am the Yahuwah, your Elohim, and none else. And my people, that's us, Zion, shall never be ashamed again. We getting it all back. Oh yeah, reparation's coming back. It's coming. We getting reparation. He gonna take it and give it to us. I want you to hear this. There's a verse that says, and the meek shall inherit what? Just a couple of dollars? Shall inherit a couple of reparation checks? Know what he said? I see my videos getting long, so I'm gonna pause it here. But he says the earth. I was talking to Javon not too long ago, and we were just chopping it up, and we said, why is it that this heathen won't ever agree to give us reparation when they give everybody else get a check, everybody else get reparation? Why won't they give us reparation? And I realized why. Because in order to repair, what that's what reparation means, in order to repair the damage that they've done against us, they would literally have to give us the earth. Let me get a drink of this water while you think about that. I said they would owe us the earth. And so therefore, since they don't want to give up control of the earth, Yah is going to take it from them and put it into the hands of his children. And that day is coming, Zion. Whew, I want to go further, but I don't want to make this video long. I'm going to cut it right here. We'll pick it up right here in the next video. But I want you all to know, we finally get reparation. And our reparations is the earth. One love. Support the work of the art. Send a donation to the station. If these messages are encouraging you, if you're reading the Bible with brand new eyes and seeing what your ancestors wrote to you, and you're being encouraged by it like I am, support this work, and we'll continue to support you. But don't forget this truth now. What is that, Moray? We're going to get reparations. Why? Because Yah is going to give it to us. He's going to put control of the world, of course, into the hand of our King. And we are heirs and joint heirs with him. Hallelujah. Shalom.